What we're gonna need mainly today, maybe the block. Yeah, for sure, 2 blocks. And you can have the strap handy in case if we need it. For balls, maybe not, but it's okay. We have some time. Okay. So I'm gonna start and I'm gonna show you in front because when I'm far away, you might not see it. I personally gonna put cushion under my knee because I have injured my knee. You don't have to, okay? So I'm kind of coming in on my knees and I'm lifting my heels up. See, my heels are up. My toes are pressing into the mat. So we're gonna work and we're gonna sit nice and comfortable there. Remember, the focus is the hand and the wrist. It's not really the leg. This is just to give us a little bit of upright position. We're gonna work with single hands first. So we're gonna take the right hand, we're gonna turn it all the way around for the fingers to face the knee. Okay, so we have the fingers facing the right knee, okay? And the left hand just stay down, relaxing. So we're only doing one hand because this is very challenging for many people. So you're gonna go back and you're gonna feel that stretch. Feel the stretch in your palms, in your wrist, in your fingers, and try really to relax. I'm gonna get my timer and we're gonna hold this for a few minutes, maybe 2 minutes. Now feel the beautiful opening and just try to connect with that stretch. Keep the mind quiet and do whatever you can. You can always adjust. If that feels too challenging, you can back up. Few breaths, you will feel like you can do more. Your left hand is arms is relaxed. And maybe your elbow is soft. We're only working on one hand, one arm, which is the right side. If you are one of those people who do kind of a bit of vinyasa, down dog, and working with your arms constantly with your wrist, this is a great way to stretch it. And slowly come back. Sit comfortably on your heels. Lift your right arm and just circle the wrist. It might feel sore, tender. Slow massage. And reverse circle. And if you like, you give it a nice shake, just in case if it feels a little bit, tender, just shaking it without really forcing. Good, let's come back and bring those heels up again. And then keep the spine straight. Sit nicely on your heels, toes pressing into the mat, and bring your left hand, the left fingers, so you're turning the hands all the way toward the knees. The right hand is soft, elbow is bended slightly, And you just listen to your arm, listen to your wrist. You can always go more back to stretch it more, or you can come forward to lessen the tension. And we're staying here for at least 2 minutes, so make sure you're comfortable and there is no sharp pain. Focuses on wrist. Relax your face, jaw. Just stay with that left arm. Beautiful. Come back. Sit any way you like, comfortably. Maybe back up a little bit. Take your left arm and circle it around. Opposite direction. And give it a nice shape. And see if you're holding any tension there. You will feel it. We're going to continue with our wrists. This time, you're going to put the top of the hands on the mat, on the floor. And we're doing one arm, just one arm. So the back of the right hand is on the mat. And the left is just down on the floor, elbows up. And again, you're going to just come slightly forward and then go back. Keep the back of the hands there. The elbow could be soft, bent, and feel the stretch on that back of your hands. The more you go back, the more you can feel it. Try to relax as you're stretching the back of your hands. And come back and sit and relax. Put your hands on your leg and let the hand rest. You lift the right arm up, you open your fingers and you close. Open, stretch, and close. Open. 2 more. Last one. Close the fingers, take your fingers all the way up, keeping the arm straight. Stretch. And back to relax. Now lift the arms up, inhale to stretch both arms. And arms down, exhale to relax the arms. So let's do the other side. The back of the left hand down. And then again, you sitting your Heels up, toes down, and you pressing on that back of the arm. So you keep that back of the hands down, you're bending your elbows, and you stretching. And come back, completely relax. Sit comfortably. And take your left arm up, open the fingers and close. Stretch and close. 2 more. And the last one. Now bring the fingers together and hold and lift the entire fingers up. And relax the hands. Give both hands a nice shake and lift the arms all the way up to stretch. Just make sure they're okay and bring them down. So now you're gonna come, I'm gonna take that pillow and we're gonna sit on our heels. The same thing, toes down, heels up. But this time you bring your hands back and you stretch the front of the body. Just a little bit of stretch. So you're stretching, you're feeling the arch in your foot, you're feeling the nice stretch in your front of your body. And you hold here. Just gonna help my right knee, just feeling the tension there. Stretch. And come back. Very good. And now you stay in your hands and knees. And we're gonna do both hands. We're gonna do just one of them, both hands. So we're gonna take the fingers all the way around, facing the right hand, facing the right knee, and take the left fingers facing your left knee, okay? So if they are not facing, they kind of going to the side, it's okay, all right? So do whatever you can. So we're gonna rock a little bit forward and back. Very tiny movement, okay? And I want you to focus on your wrist again. Now both of them. And see how this feels in your wrists. Notice that you are going just a little bit more now back and forth because you have softened the superficial fascia, which is right under your skin. And that's what we want. When it really increase fluidity, flexibility, and make this fascia really healthy and strong. So 4 more rocking, and just notice if you're moving now with a little bit more comfort versus when you started. And two more, just rocking this way. This is more than a minute here. And the last one, we're gonna actually go a little bit back to stretch, and we're gonna hold. Now this should be very comfortable. If you find it is challenging, come slightly forward to release the tension. Now let the head dangle down and just be patient with this wrist and arms and fingers and try to relax. Two more breaths. And slowly come back. Drop your head down. Take your hands to the side, palm facing up. Just relaxing completely. And we're gonna come up, and you might need, we just lower this to make sure it's not too loud. And we're gonna need one block. You might need it. We're gonna come to a nice squat. I'm gonna take my timer. And all we're doing is squatting, just like that. And we're putting the hands like a prayer and pushing against your knees. Now you can sit on the block if you find it easier, if you find it more comfortable, okay? Do whatever you can. And I want you to relax here. Keep your spine and chest up and just focus on that opening into the inner thighs. It is not about force. It's about quality of feeling the opening in your body. Lengthening your breath. Feel it where it's starting. Relaxing the face, the jaw, the tongue. Diving deep inward. Maybe you can feel some rest, some comfort. Beautiful. Drop your hands, relaxing. And we're going to slowly lift the leg, very slow, soft knee. And we're going to hold in our forearms and drop the head down. If you like, you can use or welcome to use the block under your head or no blocks. The knees should be soft and you just allowing the body to relax. Holding on your forearms and having the head dangling down. This is one of very few poses that we do in Yin. Be humble, be totally relaxed. Allow the body to open without any effort. You can slightly move, very tiny, like a millimeter side to side. Just feeling the opening in your head, the relaxation in your lower body, your upper body, the softening in your neck. And then drop your arms completely down and let the head dangle. And just move the head slowly up and down, nicely massaging the neck. And move the head side to side. And come back center, just relax everything, fingers, neck, head. And then come back to that squat that you had before, just lowering the hip nicely, just the same way that you started, holding for just few breaths. And just see how easy it feels now to squat. Feel how open your hip is. Just enjoy this, a little bit of opening, a little bit of beautiful stretch. And come back and sit on your mat. So we're going to come to a pose we call side sphinx. And it's basically you stack your legs together, right is down, left is up, and you're going to just option. You can have your left arm down, forearm. This is a nice easy one, a modified one. You're working on that side to stretch, or you can lift and have the right arm straight. So you choose. If you're too tight, come in your forearm. If you feel like you can lift a little higher, then lift a little higher. You should feel it, the opening in your right side of your body. So stay here, left hand is down, just touching for balance, and right hand is pulling. The further you go, the more it is, and then keep straight the arms. You can always use your fingertip or the nickel, so we're not putting pressure on our wrist. We work the wrist very much, and we want them to stay that way, relaxed. So try to focus on that opening in your right side. As you're breathing through that right side, you can feel the little bit of opening and vibration. And we're going to come slowly with the forearms, elbows under the shoulder, to release the tension a little bit. You might feel it. Then bending the left knee nicely. I'm going to hold on that left ankle and stay here looking down to the right elbow. And you're doing it very gently. There's no force. Maybe a touch. If you can reach your ankle, maybe you're holding on your toes, whatever you can hold. But make sure it's soft. And you're looking down to your right elbow. And you release completely. You come down, belly facing down to rest. And take a moment just to relax, to rest the side, the right hip. And when you're ready, turn to the side. And for video purpose, I'm gonna turn to the other side slowly so I can do my side swings on this side. Again, stack your legs. And option, you can just do it here, slowly stretching the left side. If you want to go a little deeper, then you keep the left arm straight and you kind of feeling the stretch. Make sure you're not overdoing it, just take your time and feel that beautiful pulling. Allow the breath to guide you through this stretch. The more you relax, the more you lengthen the breath, the more you can feel the opening. Again, you can use fingertips or nickels if you don't want to use your wrist. If you find it challenging, Or you can back up a little bit, softening the left elbow. Two more breaths. And slowly coming very slow, your forearms here, elbows under the shoulder. And only if you're ready, bending the back leg slowly. And there's no force, just a gentle stretch. And you're looking toward the left elbow now. Opening the chest and stretching. Release the leg and come again and rest on your belly. Just find a moment to relax. Wiggle your hips side to side. Bend the right knee to the right side, 90 degrees. And take your left arm to the side, palm facing down. And you take your right hand behind and slightly open the chest to stretch the left shoulder. So you're kind of building resistance in your body. And you're just stretching, feeling it in your left shoulders, nicely stretching. Stabilizing your hip. Now we're going to add a little bit more. We're going to take the right knee behind and we're going to stretch it even more, the left arm. So we're going very slow. Now you're 100% focusing on the shoulder. And stretch. We are training our body to open up, to stretch. And then come all the way back, center to relax. Completely relax. We're going to bend the left knee to the left side, 90 degrees. And we're going to take the right arm to the right side, palm facing down. We're going to place the right ear on the mat, and we're going to gently stretch the right arm. And now we're going to intensify it by taking the left knee, leg to the right side, and stretch deeper the right shoulder. And we're going to turn back and rest. Make a cushion with your hands or anything you like to rest. We're going to lift all the way up. And we're going to work with our pigeon this time. So we're going to walk the right leg all the way to the front. And if you do have your blocks, 2 blocks, have them ready in front. So one to the right, one to the left, and take your right leg center, coming into a nice pigeon. Place your forearms on the block if you have them handy. It kind of relaxes your wrist and have the block just right where the wrist is. And so the hands will hang down and there's a gentle stretch for your wrist. Keep your hip nicely relaxed. Now you're gonna bring one block, place it under your head and go a little deeper into that pigeon. We're gonna hold here for at least 2 minutes. Lift the head up and walk your hands to the right side and take the block along and place your head on the block and have the stretching more your left side is. Beautiful, come back center, lift the head and drag that right knee really slow. Just drag it all the way back. Lift an inch from the floor and make circle with the right knee. Massaging your hip socket. Just very gentle. Opposite direction, circling. Open your knees wide. Sit on your heels, arms straight, child pose. Make sure you're relaxing, you're not forcing, you're just resting. And lift your head, and we're going to do the other leg, pigeon. Left leg in front, and walk your back leg back. Take the two blocks, place them under your forearms, and let the hands and fingers dangle down, and just relax a little bit. Settle into the posture and try not to force. We are going to come a little closer, so we're going to have one block under the head, and we're going to come down slowly. Completely relax. Now inhale, lift, stay in your pigeon. But you're gonna move to the left side, slowly moving. You can take the block along and place your head on top. Just relax a little bit more and stretch a little more. Come back center, nice and easy. And then we're gonna slide that left knee all the way to the side. And we're going to lift an inch and circle that knee. Nicely circling, feeling a little bit relaxing the hip. Opposite direction circle. And then give me a nice wide knees. So I'm going to come this way so you can see. So you're going to open your knees very wide. And you open your toes to the side, coming to a nice frog pose. And coming in your forearms first. You're going to push your head back and forward to stretch that hip. So your knees are very wide. Your toes, legs are open to the side, and you're coming to a nice frog pose. Nicely stretching. We're going forward and back, just warming up that hip, the inner thigh. And now we're gonna push the hip back to stretch. Now again, you can use the block under your head. if you like. And you can push the hip back to stretch your inner thigh and your hip socket. You should feel that. So allow the head and the neck to be relaxed and focus on your hip only. And slowly bring your knees together. Very slow, bit by bit. You might be sore. And sit on your heels into child pose. And just relaxing, a nice soft child pose. When you're ready, lift your head and we're gonna come in on our back for a pose we call this supported bridge. So you're gonna take your block, there are 2 levels, 1, 2, actually 3 levels, but find the comfortable one for you. And you're gonna place the block right where your tailbone is, your sacrum. And so you're going to lift the hip and start very slow. And there are a few ways of doing this. You can do the easy one, keep the knees bended. This is very restorative, very soft. Knees are bended, and you can feel that space in your lower back. Now, if you like to go deeper, you can slowly straighten your legs. And this way, you can work on your hip flexors as well. And this is optional. If you find it is very challenging, stay with the knee bended. And just try to relax. Two more breaths here, just feeling the gentle opening in front of your body. Bend your knees, take the block gently to the side. Maybe you want to place it under your head to relax the neck. Stretch the leg. Bring your right knee to the chest, very slow. And put your hands on your shin, but don't press hard. It's a soft, it's a gentle touch. Take deep inhale. Take the right knee gently to the left side, dropping it down. Take the right arm to the right side and stretch. Soften your right side hip and enjoy the spinal stretch. And drag that right leg back to the center and release the right leg. Rest. Pause for a moment. Bend the left knee to the chest and place your hands gently on the shin. There is no force. It's a beautiful touch. Now take deep inhale and move the knee all the way to the right. And look over your left side. Stretch. Try not to force. Let it be wherever it is and accept it. Come back center and release your left leg. Keep the arms over your head. Stretch the entire body. Stretch deeply. And take both legs to the left to stretch the right side of your body. Come back center and take both legs to the right and stretch the other side. Bring both legs back to center and inhale, stretch the entire body and exhale, rest. So let's rest for a few breaths. Find that comfortable position to relax even more. Let's bring the legs together and stretch the entire body. Another way, deep stretching. And then turn to any side that feels comfortable for you and rest. And slowly come all the way up, seated with the spine straight, sitting comfortably. I don't know about you, but I feel so relaxed. I hope you feel the same way. Let's put the hands in our thighs facing up. And take a moment and just feel with the breath, the energy inwards. Just feel as you exhaling. There is always a little pause at the end of exhale before you prepare for inhale. And that little pause, it's restful. See if you connect with that for a few breaths. Inhale. And exhale slowly. Feel that stillness and that beautiful exhale. Feel how the shoulders are coming down and the gravity is pulling you down. And make the whole body more relaxed. Feeling rest. Feeling calm. Feeling peaceful. And let's bring the hands in prayer and place them in our heart center. May you always feel this way, fully relaxed, connected with your own peace and rest. And I thank you for your practice, and Namaste.